Hey guys, it's Fonzie with Dip Your Car, and it's time to jump back into some testing today. Now, one of the most popular testing series that we've done recently is putting pearls directly into shadow black. Obviously, shadow black, one of our most popular colors right now in gallon form. It is a rich, high sheen satin black right out of the gallon. Now, we've already added blue pearls and we've added red pearls to shadow black. The blue worked out really, really well. The red, not so much. What has everybody been asking for? Of course, color shifting pearls. They want to see adding color shifting pearls directly into shadow black. Now there's a lot of different moving parts to this testing, so I'm going to walk you through exactly how we're going to approach this one. Enjoy the video. Now that we're working with color shifting pearls, there's a lot more moving parts here than when we were just working with the solid pearls. With the solid pearls mixing into shadow black, the main goal there was just to add a color effect to the shadow black while retaining the shadow black's deep, dark, rich color. Now with the color shifting pearls, we want to retain shadow black's look, but we also want to retain the color shifting property. So there's two major things that we want to test here before we go large scale. The first is obviously pigment load. Now we did the testing with the solid pearls and we found out that 6 grams per gallon is a sweet spot when adding solid pearls to shadow black to get the color effect without oversaturating the shadow black. With color shifting pearls, it could be completely different. So we're going to be testing today 6 grams per gallon, 15 grams per gallon, and 25 grams per gallon in shadow black to see where the sweet spot is as far as pigment load. The other thing that we have to test here is there's two major types of color shifting pearls. There's color powder color shifts, and there's white powder color shifts, two completely different animals, and they have totally different behaviors. So we want to find out which, if one of the two, works better when mixing into shadow black, and obviously what that pigment load should be. So we've got two different color shifting pearls that we're working with today. We've got Triton and Nordic. The good thing is both of them essentially have the same color. They're both kind of like teal, blue, pink shifts. So we're working with the same colors, but again, two completely different types of pearl. So we're going to do 6, 15, and 25 of Triton, 6, 15, and 25 of Nordic, all into the same amount of shadow black on large speed shapes. A lot to look at, but again, we really want to dial this in before we go large scale. Let's jump right in. All right, guys, we finished all the speed shapes. Let's take a look at each group individually. So this group is the Triton ColorShift Pearl. That's our colored powder pearl. We've got 6 grams per gallon, 15 grams per gallon, and 25 grams per gallon. And right off the bat, taking a look at the 6 grams per gallon, it looks exactly like standard shadow black. High sheen, deep, rich black. You can see a little bit of pearl fleck just kind of poking through. It's really not bringing any color elements out at all. It basically just got swallowed up by the shadow black. 6 grams is not going to work on this one. 15 grams per gallon, you can just barely see a little bit on the highlights. Not much else going on. There's very, very little color tones at all. I really don't think you're going to get anything out of 15 grams per gallon. Moving over to 25 grams per gallon, that's when you start seeing some hues come out. I think as far as the colored powder, this is going to be our winner. It's still deep, rich, and dark like shadow black wants to be, but on the highlights you can really see those teals and even some of the pinks coming out. Now this group is our Nordic ColorShift. That's our white powder pearl. We've got our 6 grams per gallon, 15 grams per gallon, and 25 grams per gallon. Totally different effect putting the white powder pearl into the shadow black. You can see it a lot more, but what it's doing is creating almost a microflake effect. Now it's not creating any texture like microflake would, but it's just creating a lot of little specks, little bits of pearl here and there. They're showing through a lot more, especially on the 6 grams and the lower pigment loads, but it's not creating any color or any tones. It's just giving us that microflake effect. It's a lot more evident here on 15 grams per gallon. You can see those little pearl specks poking through, but they're all spaced out. It's creating kind of that galaxy star look. Not really a color shift by any means. And then as we move over to the 25 grams per gallon, you're getting some color here now. But again, it's basically just little tiny flecks of pearl spaced out between the shadow black. A little bit of a shifting effect on this one. You can see those tones as we rotate through a little bit. But again, still basically a microflake effect. Now, just to make sure, we're going to take these outside and take a look at them in the sun. So here we are outside in the sun a little bit. We've got our 6 gram, 15 gram, 25 gram. Again, 6 gram really not showing much color at all. 15, a little bit more in the sun, but really where you're going to get what you want is that 25 gram load. Still very dark, very aggressive, high sheen, but the colors, as you can see on the highlights, are really coming out here. Those greens and teals are really popping with the Triton. I actually like that a lot. And here's our white-based pearls with Nordic. As you can see, that microflake effect does give it a little bit of color, but it's very speckled. They're very separated, especially on the 6 grams per gallon. 15, a little bit better. See that color coming through on the highlight a little bit. And then on the 25 gram, you get a lot more color. Really cool looking. Well, as we wrap up the experiment today, I think we really learned 2 things here. First, as far as pigment load is concerned, I think 25 grams per gallon is going to be your sweet spot when adding color shifting pearls into shadow black. It lets you keep the color, it lets you keep the hues, it lets you keep the color shifting properties of the pearl without oversaturating the product so that the shadow black still looks like shadow black. As far as choosing between white powder and colored powder color shifts, it really comes down to the effect that you're personally looking for. If you want more of that microflake look, go with the white powder. If you want more of that solid flowing look to your colors, go with the colored powder. But here's what I need you guys to do. Go in the comment section below and tell me if you think we should move this project forward, focusing on white powder or colored powder color shifts, because this is just phase 1. Phase 2, we're going to find out if you guys want us to use either or, and we're going to focus on either white powder or colored powder, and next video show you guys 6 different examples of color shift pearls going into shadow black. Then you guys will have the opportunity to tell us which one of those examples you guys like the best, and we'll move that one to phase 3, which is full scale on a whole car. Either way, I love this experiment. If you have any questions about dipping at all, email us customerservice@dipyourcar.com, call in and speak to us, or you can chat with us directly on the website. Thank you guys so much for watching and playing along with me here. We'll move the experiment forward. It's Fonzie. I will see you on the next video.